are you? Welcome to Gold Nugget, JAW_success. This is your first time to the channel. Let me welcome you. If you have already subscribed, let me thank you for joining me on this growth path. Again, we're going somewhere. I want to title this nugget this morning, Lens. Why am I talking about lens? Because our eye is such an intricate, unique, delicate, and interesting organ on our body. Without it, we lose one of the key perspectives of life, being able to see where we are going without aid. Of course, we can live without sight. There's millions of people have done it, are now doing it, and will do it. So I'm not talking about the physical sight this morning. I'm talking about our perspective, our ability to see life from different angles. And one of the things that I want to say to you in this nugget is, don't look at life wearing other people's glasses, other people's lens. You know, growing up, I was one of those individuals who didn't have a profound self-esteem. I always look at my brothers and believe they were more handsome. I looked at my sisters and, you know, wondering how is it that they're so beautiful and I'm the ugly one in the group. You know, and those kind of things affected my self-esteem. The lens we look through affect our self-esteem. It affects our motivation. It affects our drive. It affects our determination. In fact, the lens that we're looking through impact our life as a whole. Why am I saying that? Because the lens we look through, right, determine the actions we take. So if we feel that we are not bright enough, we're not brave enough, we're not handsome enough or beautiful enough, there are certain things we will back down from. If we feel that we do not fit into particular classes and particular groups, we will never seek to go into those groups. Sometimes if we listen to other people as well and listen to how they talk, we will never take on certain challenges. So in this nugget, I'm saying to you, don't look at life through other people's lenses. Look at it through your own eyes. Why? Because every one of us have a perspective on life. And if we have not allowed our perspective to become so negatively impacted by other people's opinion, there is nothing that we can change. I look at an individual who is going through some of the worst circumstances in life, and they are some of the happiest people I've ever met. They are in wheelchair. They can't really feed themselves. They are so, for the want of a better word, incapacitated that they require other people to help them. But these individuals never sat down and behave as though life threw them a curveball and that their life has no meaning or worth. Every day these individuals get up and go make happy. Every day these individuals get up and go be happy. You notice I said make happy and be happy. Why? Because it's an interesting position to be in when you are in your darkest moment, when you're in your valley, when you are down and out, but yet still your personality, your drive, your passion is such an excitement that it causes other people to want what you have. These individuals, by virtue of not accepting the lens, the viewpoint, that others see life through, they're able to make other people happy. And this is what I'm saying to you today, that you can make happy and you can also be happy. Why? Because not because situations are going bad for you, that doesn't mean that it will always go bad. That's one. And two, it doesn't mean that situations don't change. And if it remain unchanged, let's put it this way, it is because there is something life is trying to show you, something life wants you to develop. And when we treat life this way, even the worst of circumstances becomes a learning experience. Somebody this morning got up and they could not get out of bed because during the course of the night, something went wrong in their body. So they could not get out of bed. But look at you. You may be broke. You may not have as much money as you would like to have. You may not have the kind of friends you would want to have, but you got out of bed. Another individual, right, suffered loss and they committed suicide. You suffered the same loss and you are still living years after. What am I saying to you? Then your perspective was to live. Today, your perspective should also be to live. Don't let the negatives of life push you down and make you feel as though you're inadequate, you're insufficient, you're not able to survive, you will not make it. You don't look at life through those lenses. It's a horrible feeling to look at life through lenses that doesn't facilitate your growth, facilitate your development, facilitate where you're going. In fact, as you can notice, I am driving, right? And I have to be looking through different windows, right? In order to make sure that I'm in the right place, I'm in the right position, I'm doing the right thing. And sometimes a lot of us don't do the right things. We don't accomplish what we are to accomplish because we're busy looking in through the wrong mirror. We're focusing on the wrong things. We're focusing on the wrong people, and we're not taking time out to say, this is where I am going. So the final question or thing that I want to address in this nugget is to ask you, what's your lens? Many of us in life, we have no idea of our own sight, our own vision, our own perspective, our own drive. We have none. And because we don't have any, what end up happening is that we accept the drive, we accept the energy, we accept the effort, we accept the lack of effort, we accept the rubbish or the foolishness of others, we accept the discouragement of others, we accept the pressures of others because we don't have any perspective for ourselves. In other words, we don't have our own gut. And so in this nugget, I am saying to you, what's your perspective? What's your vision of life? If your vision of life is success, if your vision of life is to achieve greatness, if your vision of life is not to settle for your last paycheck, if your vision of life is not to live from hand to mouth, as they would say, as soon as I get this money, I am paying it on debt. That's not how it is. Somebody put it this way. The purpose of money is to make money. And so if we have no money, we can't make money. But if we have money, we can make money. But the problem is when we have the wrong lens on, we see that money, the purpose of money is to pay bills, is to have vacation, is to go here, buy this, do that, and we don't make any money. Listen to me this morning. if we are going to achieve anything, if we're going to go places, we're going to have to focus on the right mirror. We're going to have to focus in the direction we want to go. And we're going to have to stop listening and looking and following some people, because their vision of life is for themselves and not for us. The problem with many of us is that we take other people's vision of themselves, of their own life, and make it our own. What is your vision for your life? If you have a vision for your life this morning, today, go ahead and execute it. The situations and the circumstances might look dark, but that's just a perspective. Keep walking, because darkness don't last forever. Rain don't fall forever. Sunshine don't last forever. The only thing that lasts forever is the grace of God in our lives, our souls that we have. And therefore, we need to preserve that. This is JAW saying, by all means necessary, create a way out. God bless you. Bye.